Your words are more powerful than you realize. They're not just expressions, they're tools that shape your reality. Every word you speak, every thought you entertain, is quietly crafting the life you're living right now. But here's the kicker. The words you use every day might be holding you back. And it's not your fault. Society has programmed you, from the moment you learn to talk, to live within invisible limits. But what if you could break free? What if you could rewrite your story using the power of language? In the next few minutes, you'll discover how to harness the vibrational energy of words to transform your reality. You'll learn how to speak with intention and align your language with the life you desire. It's time to reclaim control of your life. Your transformation begins now. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your life was on autopilot? Like the goals you're chasing, the beliefs you hold, and even the words you say weren't really your own? If you've felt stuck in a reality that doesn't quite feel like yours, this could be why. Here's the part that nobody tells you. The very words you use every day are quietly wiring your brain, shaping how you see the world, and setting boundaries on what you think is possible. And this programming didn't start yesterday. It's been happening since the day you learned to speak. This isn't just a random idea. It's a well-guarded secret. For centuries, those in power have understood the true potential of language. Words are far more than tools for communication. They're instruments of influence, capable of opening doors or locking you in a cage of limitation. Think about it. The language you've been taught wasn't designed to set you free. It was designed to keep you contained. But this video isn't like the others you've watched. This isn't just information. It's a key to unlock a hidden door. I'm going to show you exactly how language has been used to shape your reality and, more importantly, how you can flip the script. With the right words, you can reprogram your mind, open yourself to limitless possibilities, and finally break free from the constraints you've been living under. And there's science behind this. Every thought, every word sends signals to your brain, subtly changing how you perceive the world and what you believe is achievable. But here's the catch. Most people have no idea this is even happening. Right now, you're part of a small group, a tiny fraction of people with the opportunity to break free from this cycle. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to start rewriting your reality with words that bring success, happiness, and freedom into your life. This isn't just a video. It's the first step toward a new life. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every belief you hold, every goal you've pursued, and every decision you've made was shaped by forces you couldn't even see. It's as if a spell was cast on you the moment you learned to speak. And here's the unsettling truth. Language itself is a system of control. Every word you use, every phrase you repeat, is part of that spell. Think about the word spelling. When you arrange letters to form words, you're casting a spell. It's not just a poetic idea. It's a reminder that words hold the power to create or confine. Take a moment to consider this. Each time you form a sentence, you're giving shape and meaning to ideas. Words, even the simplest ones, carry hidden influence. For instance, think of the word contract. Break it down and you get con and tract, a binding agreement that subtly restricts freedom while pretending to protect it. Even the word human reveals something deeper. Split it into who and man, and you get a being of light and energy. Yet society trains you to see yourself as merely physical, a limited material entity. But the truth buried in that word reminds you that you are so much more than you've been led to believe. Simple words like awaken also hold hidden meanings. Consider the word awake, often associated with mourning after death. True awakening is like a death, the death of old beliefs, the end of blindly following the scripts handed to you. To awaken is to shed the parts of you that were asleep to the truth of how language shapes your reality. And what about the word morning? Listen closely, it sounds just like morning. Each morning, you wake up and, in a sense, mourn the loss of dreams, potential, and the chance to break free as you step back into routines that confine you. The legal system understands this power all too well. Take the word summons. In a courtroom, a summons demands your presence. But in magic, summoning is the act of calling forth a force or spirit. When you're summoned to court, it's as though the system claims control over your very existence, much like a wizard commanding a spell. And what about the universe itself? Uni means one, and verse means word. Could it be that everything around you, everything you are, is built on the vibrational power of words? The universe is one word, a single vibration from which all of existence unfolds. This concept suggests that everything we see, feel, and experience is created through language, spoken into existence. Reality itself is a continuous spell, with each part connected by the words we use. Now, consider emotion or energy in motion. Your emotions are waves of energy, constantly shifting and flowing. Every word you speak has the power to influence that energy, directing it in ways that shape how you think, feel, and act. This is why language is more than just a tool for expression. It's a force that moves and molds your reality. Take the word belief. Break it apart and you get belief. What you believe becomes the foundation of your life, shaping your reality and influencing what you see as possible. This is why there's so much effort to control beliefs, because controlling beliefs means controlling the reality people create for themselves. Or think about the word broadcast. It literally means to cast ideas far and wide. Every advertisement, every headline, every news story is a broadcast. A spell cast over society to shape opinions, desires, and fears on a massive scale. Now look at the word authority. Within it, you'll find author. Those in authority don't just enforce rules, they write the story. They create the script that everyone else follows, quietly directing the flow of society while most people remain unaware. Even the word government carries a hidden message. Break it down and you get govern and meant, meaning to govern the mind. It's not just about making laws. It's about shaping how people think, what they believe, and what they see as normal. It's mental guidance that places invisible boundaries on what you accept as truth. Your occupation is another subtle example. On the surface, it's just your job. But think about the word occupy, something that takes up your time, energy, and focus. Your occupation doesn't just fill your day. It occupies your mind, keeping you preoccupied with tasks instead of deeper questions about your purpose. And then there's the word mortgage. From the Latin root mort, meaning death, and gage, meaning pledge, a mortgage is literally a death pledge. It ties you into a long-term contract that consumes your energy and time, keeping you bound to a system in exchange for the illusion of ownership. Each of these words isn't just a label, they're carefully constructed spells. They subtly shape how you think, how you live, and how you see yourself. Language has layers, designed to keep you within invisible boundaries. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. You have the power to break free from these spells. Right now, you can begin rewriting your language, choosing words that set you free instead of holding you back. Words that create limitless possibilities rather than confining you. If words are so powerful, why doesn't everyone know this? The answer is simple: most people are asleep. They move through life repeating the same words, never questioning their deeper meaning, never noticing the invisible chains. They don't realize that language isn't just communication, it's control. So, ask yourself, what words have you been living by? Are they words that empower you, or words that confine you? It's time to wake up and reclaim language as a tool for creation, not limitation. The power to rewrite your story has always been within you. The only question is, are you ready to use it? The hidden magic of words. Every time you speak, you're casting a spell. Your words don't just communicate. They manifest, shaping your reality in ways you might not even realize. Take your daily routine, for example. Brushing your teeth, sipping coffee, heading to work. These seem like mundane acts. But hidden within these simple routines is a force you wield without even knowing it. You're a creator, and every word you utter is a reflection of that power. Let's take a closer look at language itself. Consider the word spell. Its link to spelling reveals how arranging letters to form words has the power to influence reality. And it doesn't stop there. The word grammar comes from the Latin root grimoire, meaning book of spells. Even the structure of language holds a kind of magic, where words and sentences can create tangible effects in the world. But it's not just in words. Hidden influences surround us everywhere. Take alcohol, for example. The word traces back to the Arabic term alcohol, which originally referred to a fine powder for the eyes, symbolizing something subtle and transformative. Many ancient cultures believed alcohol had the power to separate the soul from the body, leaving it open to external influences. It's more than just a drink. It's an invitation for other energies to enter your life. Then there's water. Water has memory. Every drop carries the vibrations of everything it has encountered. It reacts to emotions, words, and even intentions. So when you drink water, you're not just hydrating your body. You're taking in the energy and vibrations that water has absorbed along its journey. Imagine the power of drinking water with intention, knowing that each sip aligns with the energy surrounding you. It's not just hydration, it's a connection. Similarly, fasting goes beyond the physical. When you fast, your body regenerates, clearing out old cells and resetting itself, like pressing a reset button. This purification doesn't just cleanse your body, it clears your mind, helping you break free from old patterns and align with a higher state of being. Fasting becomes a powerful tool to reprogram your mind, release limitations, and step into a more elevated version of yourself. Now think about music. Have you noticed how certain songs linger in your mind, shaping your mood and thoughts? Music isn't just entertainment, it's a form of hypnosis. The lyrics, rhythms, and melodies subtly program your subconscious, reinforcing emotional patterns and societal mindsets. This soundtrack of society can shape how you perceive the world without you even realizing it. Be mindful of what you listen to. Every song carries a message that could be influencing your beliefs and emotions. We are electromagnetic beings, constantly generating energy with our thoughts and feelings. Consider how society interacts with this energy. Legal language uses terms like being charged in court, kept in a cell, or treated as a unit in a system. It's as if society views us as batteries, fueling a larger network of rules and roles. But you are so much more than just a part of the machine. You have the power to direct your energy, to choose what you give and receive, and to take control of your own vibration. Now let's return to language. You might wonder why saying, "I'm a millionaire," doesn't instantly fill your bank account. The magic of language is subtle but profound. Studies show that repeating phrases reshapes your brain through neuroplasticity, altering thought patterns and emotional responses over time. Every phrase you repeat becomes a powerful incantation, influencing how you see the world and what you believe is possible. Negative self-talk, phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," act as spells that quietly limit your life. But here's the good news. You can rewrite these spells. Positive self-talk rewires your brain, building confidence, resilience, and success. When you speak words of empowerment, you cast spells of abundance, clarity, and strength. There's a deeper truth to the saying, "I create what I speak." This isn't just a motivational idea, it's a spiritual principle. Even the word abracadabra is believed to mean, "I create as I speak." Ancient traditions understood that words have the power to manifest reality, turning intention into existence. Most people go through life casting spells unconsciously. They speak carelessly, unaware of how their words shape their reality. But now you know the truth. The question is, will you continue to cast spells of doubt and limitation, or will you step into your role as a conscious creator? The magic is already within you, on the tip of your tongue. Use it with intention and watch your world transform. the power of language and thought. There's a concept called linguistic determinism, which suggests that language doesn't just help us communicate. It shapes how we perceive the world. People who speak different languages often think about time, emotions, or even colors in unique ways because their words frame these concepts differently. Language, in this sense, is like a lens we wear without realizing it, subtly influencing how we experience life. Some words and phrases carry hidden histories that affect us more than we might think. For example, the word mortgage comes from Latin and means death pledge, evoking a sense of heaviness and lifelong commitment. Phrases like money doesn't grow on trees might seem harmless, but they reinforce ideas of scarcity, subtly shaping your beliefs about what's possible. To step beyond the limits of language, start by becoming aware of the words you use every day. Are they lifting you up, or are they holding you back? For instance, if you catch yourself saying, "I can't afford this," try rephrasing it to, "How can I make this possible?" Instead of saying, "This is too hard," shift to, "What can I learn from this?" Words aren't just definitions. They carry energy that shapes your mindset and your reality. Studies have even shown that words can affect the structure of water molecules. Positive words create beautiful, harmonious patterns, while negative words result in chaotic, disorganized shapes. Considering that our bodies are mostly water, the words we choose can physically impact our thoughts, moods, and overall health. Words are far more than symbols or sounds. They're tools for creating the life you want. When you choose words that align with positivity, growth, and possibility, you begin crafting a reality that matches your goals and dreams. The vibrational power of sound. Your words are not just for communication. They are vibrations and frequencies that interact with the world around you, literally shaping reality. This isn't just a metaphor. It's backed by science. In the field of cymatics, scientists have shown how sound waves create precise patterns in materials like sand, water, and even air. At certain frequencies, sound can form beautiful, symmetrical shapes, while other frequencies create disorganized, chaotic forms. Your words work the same way. The energy and intention behind them vibrate outward, influencing not just your own reality but the environment around you. Imagine this. If sound waves can create intricate patterns in something as simple as sand, what effect do your words, your personal vibrations, have on your body, your surroundings, and even the people around you? One of the most astonishing studies demonstrating the power of words was conducted by Dr. Masaru Emoto. In his experiments, Dr. Emoto exposed water to positive and negative words, either spoken or written, and then froze the water to observe the crystal structures. Words like love and gratitude formed stunning, symmetrical crystals, while words like hate and fear created chaotic, fragmented shapes. Here's where it becomes personal. Your body is roughly 60% water. If words can physically impact water in such profound ways, imagine how your cells, the water inside you, respond to the words you speak and hear every day. You're not just speaking or listening. You're actively influencing your own cellular structure. The reach of language, how words shape life. It's not just water that responds to language. Studies on plants reveal that words and energy have a direct impact on growth and health. Plants exposed to kind words or positive music thrive, while those subjected to harsh speech or neglect grow slower, or sometimes wilt entirely. This shows that language, specifically the energy behind it, can influence living, breathing, and growing organisms. By choosing kinder, more intentional words, even toward yourself, you create a ripple effect of positivity. This doesn't just affect you, it impacts everything and everyone around you. So, how does this apply to your daily life? It's all about the frequencies your words carry. High-frequency words, like love, joy, and gratitude, can elevate your mood, boost your energy, and even improve your physical health. On the other hand, low-frequency words like hate, fear, and failure create stress, negativity, and dissonance in both your body and mind. Think about it. The difference between someone saying, "I love you," versus "I hate you," is more than emotional. Those words resonate deeply, triggering a physical and mental response. Rewriting your daily vocabulary. To harness this power, start by observing the words you use most often. Are they uplifting, or do they lean toward negativity? Challenge yourself to replace negative phrases with empowering alternatives. For example, instead of saying, "I can't," try, "I am capable." These small shifts can elevate your mood, raise your energy, and open your mind to new possibilities. You've likely heard of affirmations before. Maybe you've even tried them only to feel like they didn't work. The reason for affirmations to be effective, they must align with your subconscious beliefs. Simply repeating words isn't enough. They must feel real and possible. Otherwise, your subconscious will reject them. To make affirmations work, start with small, believable steps. For example, instead of saying, "I am wealthy," try, "I am open to new opportunities for abundance." As you repeat affirmations that resonate, you'll gradually reprogram your mind for success. Becoming the creator of your life. Are you ready to take control of your reality? It starts with your words. By choosing language that aligns with high-frequency vibrations, words that reflect love, joy, and possibility, you create harmony in your life. Each word you speak shapes your future. You're not just talking, you're crafting your reality one word at a time. The subconscious mind, your silent creator. Ever wonder why some people achieve their goals effortlessly while others struggle? Here's the hidden truth. The words in your mind play a powerful role in shaping your reality. Your subconscious mind is like a factory, constantly creating thoughts, beliefs, and reactions, most of which you aren't even aware of. This language factory operates 24/7, silently influencing how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. Research shows that the human mind produces up to 70,000 thoughts a day, most of which run on autopilot. Many of these thoughts are rooted in beliefs formed over years, beliefs shaped by the words and ideas you were exposed to as a child. Every day, this mental factory runs scripts in the background, fueled by the words you hear, the thoughts you repeat, and the beliefs you've absorbed. These scripts can either uplift you or hold you back. The subtle power of words in perception. Consider this fascinating experiment. Participants watched a video of a car crash and were later asked questions. One group was asked, "Did you see the broken headlight?" While another was asked, "Did you see a broken headlight?" That tiny difference, the versa, made people more likely to remember seeing a broken headlight, even if none existed. This shows how a small change in wording can alter memory and perception. Now, imagine how this plays out in your daily life. If certain words can shape memories, think about how the language you hear from friends, the media, or even your own self-talk influences your beliefs and how you see the world. Your subconscious is like a mirror, reflecting back what you tell it. If you often say, "I'm terrible at math," your mind starts to believe it, building mental barriers every time you face a math problem. This phenomenon, known as self-verification, shows how the mind works to align with what you believe about yourself. It's as though every word you speak becomes a rule, either limiting you or opening doors to new possibilities. To break free from these limits, start by changing the words you use. Replace phrases like, "I always mess up," with, "I'm learning every day." By doing this, you plant seeds of possibility in your mind, encouraging it to explore new paths instead of locking you into rigid beliefs. Many of the inner beliefs we carry today were shaped when we were young. Research shows that the words we hear as children create lasting patterns in our minds. Children who are told they're capable or smart often grow up with a strong sense of self-belief. Conversely, negative words can linger for years, influencing how someone views themselves well into adulthood. It's possible that some of the self-doubt or limiting thoughts you experience now are echoes of words you absorbed long ago. Rewiring your mind with visualization. One of the most effective tools for reprogramming your subconscious is visualization. Your mind can't always tell the difference between a vivid imagination and reality. That's why athletes and performers use visualization to build skills. They see themselves succeeding, and this mental practice creates strong neural pathways, making success feel achievable. Combine visualization with affirmations that align with your goals, and you create a powerful synergy. For example, spend 5 minutes a day picturing yourself achieving a specific goal. Pair this with affirmations like, "I am confident," or "I am ready." Repeating this strengthens your subconscious beliefs, aligning your mind with what you truly desire, transforming your internal language factory. So, how do you get your subconscious language factory working for you instead of against you? It starts by noticing the words you use daily. Are they empowering or limiting? Shift statements like, "I can't," to "I'm figuring it out." Replace "This is impossible" with "I'll find a way." Over time, these small changes can have a profound impact. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about building a mental foundation for your goals. By using language that reflects the life you want, you guide your subconscious to support those beliefs, paving the way for a future aligned with your dreams. Building a new foundation with words. To start designing your reality with language, begin with small shifts. For one day, replace any negative phrases with positive ones. For example, instead of saying, "I can't handle this," try, "I'm becoming stronger." Or swap, "This is impossible," with, "If someone else has done it, so can I." These subtle changes build a foundation of resilience and self-belief over time. Every word you speak is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Language doesn't just reflect your thoughts. It actively shapes them. By consciously choosing words that uplift and empower, you're crafting a reality that aligns with your highest goals. This isn't about fear or avoiding certain phrases. It's about empowerment, using language intentionally to uplift your spirit and create opportunities. Start small, pay attention to your words, and choose language that serves your purpose. Quantum words, the science of language and reality. Quantum physics has revealed something extraordinary. Observation influences reality. In the famous double-slit experiment, scientists found that particles behave differently when observed, shifting between waves and particles depending on whether they were being watched. This groundbreaking discovery showed that consciousness itself can affect matter. Now, consider this principle applied to language. Every word you think or speak is an act of observation, directing energy into the field of infinite possibilities around you. Your words may be creating tiny shifts in your quantum reality, shaping how the world responds to you. Words, in this sense, are like observers. They affect the way the quantum field behaves, subtly influencing the energy around you. The measurable impact of positive words. This isn't just theoretical. Research has shown that the words we use can have tangible effects on our physical and mental well-being. A groundbreaking study published in Psychosomatic Medicine found that people who used positive language had better health outcomes, including lower blood pressure, improved immune function, and reduced rates of depression. When you choose words of love, gratitude, and encouragement, you're not just improving your mood. You're creating a ripple effect of positivity that impacts your body, mind, and the reality you experience. It's almost as if your body physically responds to the words you use, triggering a quantum-level reaction that goes far beyond mere attitude. Imagine your words as switches in a quantum field, toggling between different realities. The simplest change in your language can profoundly impact your experience. For instance, try replacing "I have to" with "I get to." This isn't just a subtle shift in tone. It's a deliberate choice to align with a more expansive version of reality. In quantum terms, It's like selecting a higher probability outcome where opportunities naturally flow toward you. Quantum theory suggests that multiple possibilities always exist, and with every change in your words, you're subtly influencing the outcomes you desire. Here's a challenge. For just one day, pay attention to every limiting phrase you use, such as, "I can't," or "This will never happen." Replace these with empowering alternatives like, "I'm discovering how." Each time you do this, you're gently steering your reality into new and unexplored territory. Science backs this up. Words influence both perception and behavior. This means that when you shift your language, you're not just practicing positivity. You're laying the groundwork for an entirely new reality. The quantum power of affirmations. In quantum physics, there's a concept called collapsing the wave function. Essentially, when an observer makes a measurement, a field of possibilities collapses into one specific state. Now, think of affirmations as your tools for collapsing the reality you want. When you say, "I'm becoming successful," instead of, "I'll be successful someday," you're not just speaking, you're aligning with that desired reality right now. This alignment amplifies the probability of what you want manifesting in your life. So, if language holds this much power, why don't we use it intentionally all the time? The answer lies in the barriers, doubts, habits, and societal conditioning that keep us from stepping into this power fully. But awareness is the key. By consciously choosing your words, you can begin to break through these limitations. The hidden matrix of words. The truth is, we live in a matrix of words, and every phrase we speak or hear contributes to the life we experience. Mass media, for example, operates with carefully crafted linguistic strategies designed to influence your subconscious. Every headline and every phrase acts as a spell, subtly shaping your perceptions, emotions, and beliefs. Consider this subtle trick: framing. Imagine reading about a protest labeled as a riot versus a demonstration. The words alone create entirely different emotional reactions. Studies have shown that the way events are framed in language can guide your perception, influence public opinion, and divide people into opposing sides, often without them even realizing it. Framing is one of the media's most potent tools, and it goes hand in hand with another phenomenon called the spiral of silence. This theory explains how media can amplify certain viewpoints while marginalizing others. When people with opposing views feel isolated or fear social backlash, they often choose to stay silent. Over time, this creates echo chambers where only a narrow range of ideas circulates, making a dominant perspective seem like the absolute truth, even when it's a carefully constructed illusion. In this way, media doesn't just report reality, it actively manufactures it. Breaking the spell. What can you do? Start by becoming aware of these techniques. Pay attention to the language in headlines, the repetition of certain phrases, and the framing of stories. Ask yourself, why were these specific words chosen? What emotional response are they trying to evoke? This awareness is like breaking a spell, an essential step in reclaiming your mind from manipulative influence. Here's the ultimate takeaway. The news isn't just reflecting reality, it's shaping it. Every headline you read and every story you consume is a spell that subtly influences how you perceive and interact with the world. Now that you're aware of this global linguistic spell, you might feel overwhelmed. But remember, knowledge is power. By understanding how language shapes perception, you've already begun to shield yourself from its influence. The physical impact of words. Words don't just affect how you think, they interact with your mind on a physical level. Every word you encounter reinforces a pathway in your brain. This process, known as neuroplasticity, isn't limited to affirmations or deliberate thoughts. It includes every single phrase you hear or think, whether positive or negative. Think about the weight of this. Every time you hear or repeat a phrase, you're strengthening specific neural pathways, subtly shaping your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This is why your choice of words is so critical. Studies in language therapy reveal that the words we choose can directly influence how the brain processes emotions. Some words trigger positive feelings, lifting your mood, while others entrench negativity, reinforcing emotional blocks. Over time, language creates patterns in the brain that define how we respond to the world around us, shaping our entire worldview. What makes this even more fascinating is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. While early childhood is a critical period for forming neural pathways, adults are also capable of reshaping their minds. Focused language work, like replacing limiting beliefs with growth-centered phrases, can physically rewire your brain, proving that it's never too late to rewrite your mental scripts. Words as observers, language and quantum reality. Quantum physics tells us that the act of observation influences reality. Particles behave differently when they're observed, collapsing from a field of possibilities into a specific state. Now, imagine applying this principle to language. Each word you speak is a form of observation, shaping potential realities into perceived truths. When you speak positively about yourself or your future, you're not just being optimistic. You're actively selecting a potential reality from an infinite field of possibilities. Your words become the framework for the life you're creating. But it's not just individual words. On a societal level, language frames entire belief systems. Media, for example, uses specific linguistic frames, terms like riot versus protest or reform versus regulation, to shape collective understanding. These words create emotional responses, subtly guiding public perception and influencing the way we view events without us even realizing it. The first step to breaking free from these narratives is awareness. By recognizing how language frames are used to control perception, you regain the ability to shape your own reality rather than unconsciously absorbing someone else's narrative. Language as a tool for transformation. Language is a tool, one you can wield with intention. Words like abundance, growth, and joy elevate your mental and emotional state, while words tied to lack and doubt have the opposite effect. As you begin choosing language that aligns with your vision, you're not just engaging in positive thinking. You're actively shaping your mind, body, and future. Every word is a choice, a vibration that builds the reality around you. By using this power deliberately, you can watch as the life you envision starts to materialize. Now, you know the truth, words are far more than just sounds or symbols. They're vibrations, each carrying the potential to shape your body, your mind, and your reality. From the smallest inner thoughts to the biggest dreams, your words define how you see the world and how the world sees you. It's like you've been handed a key, a tool that unlocks doors to the reality you've always dreamed of but never knew how to reach. So, take a moment and reflect. What words have you been living by? Are there phrases you've been repeating that are holding you back? Now, imagine the possibilities if you replace those words with empowering ones. Words that uplift and open you to new opportunities. You're not just changing your vocabulary, you're transforming how you experience life. Here's a simple exercise to get started. For one day, notice the words you say to yourself and to others. When you catch yourself using a negative phrase, replace it with something more expansive. For example, instead of saying, "This is impossible," try, "I'm finding a way." When you take control of your language, you begin creating a reality that reflects your true potential. You're no longer bound by invisible limits. Every word you speak is a choice, a chance to rewrite the story you tell yourself and the world. This journey isn't about becoming someone new. It's about uncovering the real you. The power has always been within you, waiting to be used. Now that you understand the incredible impact of your words, the only question left is, what will you create? Remember, every word you say has the power to change your life. Use this power with purpose. Your new reality starts now. Want to dive deeper into the mysteries of consciousness? Hit subscribe and don't miss what's coming next.